Donald Trump's relationship with Vladimir Putin seems to have soured after the Russian president backflipped on peace talks with Ukraine in favour of sending missiles into the war-torn country yet again. Donald Trump is not happy with Putin, especially as the US president came out and told the world a resolution between Russia and Ukraine was close.
And if I can solve it because of a certain ability, that would be great. And if it doesn't happen, I will say that I think Russia is ready. And a lot of people said Russia wanted to go for the whole thing. And I think we have a deal with Russia. We have to get a deal with Zelensky, and I hope that Zelensky, I thought it might be easier to deal with Zelensky. So far it's been harder, but that's okay. It's all right.
But today, Trump appeared frustrated with Putin, saying he wants the Russian president to sit down and sign a deal.
What do you want Vladimir Putin to do? Well, I want him to stop shooting, sit down and sign a deal. We have the confines of a deal, I believe, and I want him to sign it and be done with it and just go back to life.
Trump was then asked about his trust in Putin, to which he responded,
"Do you trust President Putin?" Say it again. "Do you trust President Putin?" I'll let you know in about 2 weeks.
Trump's 180-degree turn against Putin comes after his shock meeting with Ukraine President Zelensky over the weekend at the funeral of Pope Francis. The two leaders sat down in the Vatican Basilica for an impromptu 15-minute meeting, which the White House says was very productive. Trump reflected positively on the meeting and even on Zelensky.
Sure. Yeah, it wasn't that. It was just, look, they have a tough road ahead, okay? And we had a good meeting. It was a nice meeting. It was a beautiful meeting. I'll tell you, it's the nicest office I've ever seen. It was a beautiful, beautiful scene. He was very, look, he wants to do something good for his country. Thinks he's doing a good job and he's working hard. We'll see what happens. It's a very complicated deal. He told me that he needs more weapons, but he's been saying that for 3 years, He needs more weapons and we're going to see what happens. I want to see what happens with respect to Russia. Because Russia had been surprised and disappointed, very disappointed that they did the bombing of those places after discussions.
And in another turn, Trump took to Truth Social to slam Putin, questioning if he even wants to end the war. He said, "With all of that being said, there was no reason for Putin to be shooting missiles into civilian areas, cities and towns over the last few days. It makes me think that maybe he doesn't want to stop the war. He's just tapping me along and has to be dealt with differently through banking or secondary sanctions. Too many people are dying." But despite Trump's rhetoric softening towards Zelensky after their meeting, Zelensky's rhetoric is not softening towards Trump and the United States.
The victory of Putin is impossible because it's a failure of the United States as the leader of the world. And that's a policy already. It has an impact on many things, on your currency, on your economy, on the stability and the strength of US dollars and the presence of your currency in the world, and your business.